Okay, it is no secret that the price of food has increased no matter where you shop. Parents are feeling the financial burden at the grocery stores, and then they have to turn around and buy food for their houses. All states should provide free school lunch and breakfast to all students. After researching many news articles over the past couple weeks, I am more than convinced that this is the right move for all of the states. Most of us here have had or will have children in the school system. Since these children are the future of America, it is crucial that we are setting them up for success in every way possible. The Center of American Progress includes information confirming that only 8 states have been able to implement free school meals statewide. Children benefit in so many ways when their physical needs are met. These needs cannot always be fully met by parents financially. It's crucial that schools provide free meals to all students. The first reason I believe schools should provide meals is because when children have their physical needs that are not met, their academic performance deteriorates. According to Krista Ruffini, a professor that has studied universal free school meals and student achievement, schools that provide free meals see more behavior and academic benefits than schools that do not offer free meals. If a family is not in a place where they can afford school meals, their children will most likely go without 2 crucial meals of the day. A typical school charges around $600 per school year, just for student lunches and milk for a snack in the afternoon. This figure is in addition to all of the food that a family has to provide in the home as well. Children that are hungry throughout the day may not have enough energy to participate in class or focus as well on the content being taught. This will, over time, result in lower academic achievement. When schools provide free meals, they are able to ensure that children have access to nutritious foods. According to the U.S. Department of Agriculture, schools are required to meet specific requirements when it comes to the type of nutritious food that they serve. Schools must provide a fruit and veggie option with breakfast and with lunch. They are also required to limit food options that contain too much sodium or calories. There are many factors that go into school menu requirements. The option to get a well-rounded, healthy meal should be given to every child regardless of their financial situation. The last reason I have when it comes to schools providing free meals is that it would eliminate the stigma around low-income meals. Typically, in schools that have lunch programs that you have to purchase, there will be a low-income meal option. Janet Poppendike noted in some schools, when children get to the end of the lunch line and don't have sufficient funds to pay for their trays have been confiscated and they have been given a sandwich in return. This sandwich is often referred to as the stigma sandwich. Students that only have the low-income meal option sometimes refuse to eat in order to avoid being shamed by their peers. These factors create a sense of food insecurity in students with families that are struggling financially. If the same free meals were offered to all students, this problem would be solved immediately. After going over all of my reasons, I want to make it clear that I believe all schools should provide free meals to students regardless of economic status or their grade level. Children should never feel ashamed or insecure when it comes to meeting a basic need. With some strategic budgeting, this is a simple service that we can provide to all students, which would benefit them physically, mentally, and academically. Put yourself in the children's shoes. Would you like to wake up every morning wondering if you were going to eat that day? I previously asked you all to come up with questions you had when hearing my stance on the topic. You all came up with really great questions and some concerns. For the sake of time, I'm going to answer 2 questions before we depart. The first question is, would breakfast require kids to be at school earlier? The short answer is no. In many schools that already offer free breakfast, they've come up with a system where carts are already put on, like at each entrance of the school, that have breakfast options. So kids can grab it when they walk in the door, or they also have an option in like the elementary school side of things, where they have delivery carts that come to each class and they offer breakfast to students while they're in class, and then they can eat it at their desks while they're learning. And the second question is, who's going to pay for the food? There's many options when it comes to who's going to fund these meals. The first option would be that the schools can apply for grants. Obviously, that's not going to take care of the whole bill. So other options that I found while researching were some states were maximizing support from the federal community eligibility provision. They also have gained money from their state's general funds. They've used lunch programs such as the National School Breakfast and Lunch Program to be reimbursed for the food, and there's a lot of other different options. So that's it.
And you wave.